monetization. Now, our vision for YouTube has always been to give everyone a voice, to speak to the world. So, I want to encourage you to lean in over the next 3 days, participate, engage, and network. I wish you all the best, and I can't wait to hear your voice and see your films on the YouTube global stage. Thank you.
I'm sure we can do much better than that. Come on. So for all past, present, and future, the reason I like keep saying past, present, and future is that there's some that are like 0 subscribers. Anyone? Yeah, I've gotten security to get you out because there's a criteria to be here. And there's some also that are growing, but you're always as good as your last gig. And everything you're going to learn here today is going to help you quadruple whatever it is that you have learned. So it is with great pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, that we move on to the very next thing. Now, just earlier on, you're going to hear from a couple of people who are working not just on this project, but understand the DNA that is YouTube. Now the question is, how do you fit into this ecosystem? What do you need to do to maximize the channel you have? But importantly, how can you get more creative with what you have? All that and much more will be unveiled. So I have 3 wonderful people who I'm going to welcome up on stage. I'd like to just call them the YouTube team. Make some noise for them as they... So if you give much better than that, Maybacker, Twala, and Adetutu.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. First and foremost, thank you for today and on time. We're super excited to be hosting African Money. I think for the last 4 in May, we tend to do something related to supporting our creative system from African engaging retreats. And however, we added a new one, which is YouTube for filmmakers. There is a growing demand for filmmakers to think about how technology enables you to distribute, brand, reach more audiences, and monetize your content. And I don't think there's any other better platform to do it than on YouTube. Who agrees? Fantastic. YouTube affords a lot of filmmakers to find global audiences. It affords you the opportunity to, of course, there are no gatekeepers. That's one of the strongest advantages. But more importantly, optimize and grow at your own pace and monetize your content. So we do know of so many filmmakers within the ecosystem that are doing remarkable work. I've seen film channels that are over 3 million subscribers. I see movies drop in 1 month and 8 million views. And those eyeballs are monetizable eyeballs. So what we are doing today for the next 3 days is giving Nigerian filmmakers the opportunity to learn how to maximize the business of YouTube. Everything from strategy, everything from optimization, everything from storytelling to distribution to branding, and making that bread is what we're going to cover in the next 3 days. Other than that, there are so many other things we have planned for African Month. Super excited. I have my colleagues that have London who are going to be supporting the training, and I'm going to just share.
My name is Nibaka. I'm a strategic partner manager at YouTube. And what I do is effectively I work with content creators, media companies, and creator service providers, not just in Nigeria, but across sub-Saharan Africa. And my goal or our mission is really just to help our partners to grow and to thrive, not just on the platform, but off the platform as well. And so like Tutu said, I'd just like to officially welcome you to day 1 of our YouTube for Filmmakers program. It actually marks the beginning of a series of events and programming that will celebration of Africa Month. And we as a team, we firmly believe that Africa is a very vibrant continent budding with incredible with unique stories to tell. And so the goal with programs like this is essentially to give you the and take the networks that will allow you to amplify and to monetize your creativity and to share those stories. And so over the next few days, we're going to be covering a number of topics. We've heard your thoughts, your concerns. We know what's top for you as creatives. But I'd just like to hand over to my lovely who will be able to speak a little bit more to that.
Thanks, Miranda. My name is Paula. I work with the YouTube team. I'm based in London. I'm originally from Zambia, and I'm really excited to be here. As was mentioned, today is all about YouTube. Filmmakers will be talking about the algorithm, we'll be talking about strategies, of course we'll be talking about how to make tons of money, or as much money as possible. And to Miraba's point, we try to make sure that the information that we present today is as useful as possible. We speak about copyright, but of course we are here, we're joined by the special effects media team. So if there's something that comes up, or if there's a question that we'll have tons of times to answer questions from you as well today. So super excited to be here. Thanks so much for coming, and yeah, we're looking forward to get started. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, guys. Make some noise for our YouTube. Come on, guys. Come on, it's YouTube. You're film star. More like it. Let's keep the energy. Giving you the framework. And it's going to get pretty serious and pretty fun very quickly. Now, the gentleman I'm about to introduce to you is a man who is probably more Nigerian than us, has the African spirit on lockdown. He's always fun to be around, and I dare say, even after his tenure, he's not going back home. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for a gentleman who is going to give us the opening speech and officially kick off the Africa Month. He needs no introduction, but you can look at the slide. Please make some noise for the one and only Will Stevens, the Consul General, here is Consulate General in Lagos. Only Will come up on stage this way.
Hi. Hello. All right. Hey, look, I realize I look a little different than everybody in the room. You probably noticed that. This is called a tie and a suit. It's not really a YouTube thing. I'm feeling incredibly overdressed. So it's pretty unusual for me to be in a room where I look like no one else. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
That was my best joke. Come on. Anyway, it is awesome to be here and be with one of America's great companies, YouTube. Right? And I think you're here as filmmakers, but I think there's a few things you should think about when you think about YouTube. YouTube is the #2 search engine in the world. YouTube is the #1 streaming platform in the world. It's the #1 video streaming platform in the world. So if you're trying to get your content to people, this is the place to be. And it is, I'm so happy to be here because anyone who's ever heard me talk, I always talk about the incredible importance of Nigeria's tech ecosystem and the incredible importance of Nigeria's creative ecosystem. And YouTube is where those two things meet, right? And where they get those African voices to the world, right? As an American, we have benefited for 80 years with our kind of cultural exports from the United States. People all around the world think they know America because they've seen Hollywood movies, they watch Friends, they think they know what it's like. It's not exactly like that, but that has helped build credibility for the United States and build built our diplomatic brand, and it helps us around the world. And I think today, right now, we are experiencing Nigeria's moment. And you are part of that. There we go. The 21st century, the second half of the 21st century is the African century, right? Everybody around the world, from economists to business, corporate thinkers to academicians, are all talking about massive population goals. 1 in 4 people around the world are going to be African. Nigeria will be the second largest democracy in the world. Nigeria will be the 3rd largest country in the world. And what we do today, how you set that Nigeria brand, how you reach audiences around the world with your films, is going to shape how people perceive this country and this continent. And it's already happening, right? You cannot go anywhere in the United States right now and not hear in the background Afrobeats. You turn on movies, you turn on TV shows, and they're like rocking out to Afrobeats. Selena Gomez, Rema, you name it, it's out there. And that is broken down the barriers. It started with Fela, and it's moving now into Afrobeats and knowledge films. And you are those creators. And we at the U.S. Diplomatic Mission, did I introduce myself? I'm the U.S. Consul General, sorry. And I sort of like lost my breath when I jumped up here. We are so invested in to enable those voices to get to the world. And we're grateful for the work of companies like YouTube, Google, to help you get out there. Figure out not just how to share your voice and your stories, but make some money doing it, right? Which is the American way. Got to make some money while you're doing it. Got to figure out how to penetrate and find the people that care about you, what you're trying to say. And I can tell you they care. They're paying attention. I embarrassing YouTube story. I was I'm at the airport, and like, no surprise, I walk around the airport, no one really notices me, no one cares. But I'm there, and there's Basket Mouse. You guys watch Basket Mouse? Yes. Yeah, he's awesome, right? Super cool guy, really nice too. And I know him, and I'm like, hey man. And I'm standing there, we're waiting for like the metro, and people keep coming up. And I'm like kind of used to that here, people come up to me, and they're all coming to him. And I'm like, how far now? How is this happening? What am I doing? This is awesome. He's famous in Atlanta, right? When you talk, who's watching your videos? It's people in Atlanta, in DC, in Houston, in Dallas, in London, in Brazil, in Mexico, Canada. You're reaching audiences all over, and we are grateful and supportive. The creative industries here, we've been 11 years in a row sponsor of AFRIF, the African International Film Festival. We've sponsored creatives from helping those early voices get trained through helping your musicians get their visas to get to the United States. And we are ready to stand by and help you. I want to point out 2 members of my team, Kenise and Julie, right there.
Nice one.
Any questions you have about visas need to go to them. No, I'm serious, don't ask me. And please, please, please think of the United States as a partner, and please keep up the great work that you're doing. We're grateful to have you here, and we're grateful for your voices. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, make some noise for Mr. Will Stevens. Damn, Will. Where is Will? Okay, he's backstage. Good looking brother. All right, so if you go on Google and check out the value of it's the $1 billion. You have a chance to have a piece of that. That's why we're here. Now, I could deceive you and say it's not about the money, it's about the education and the learning, which is important. It's not like the reason you're here is because of the money. All in favor? And we're going to make that happen for you. But before we move into officially day one and everything we have lined up for you, we wanted to serenade you with a little something, something. Now, the gentleman I'm about to introduce to you, fun fact, is a Man U fan. I'll just let that in. Make some noise for the one and only tenor, the violinist. I like that. Show tennis of love, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so I'm gonna be one officially, and the YouTube team, thanks to Will for making it. Right now, doesn't actually. That's why he's here. But most importantly is you, the creator. You are the lifeline, the bloodline of what makes YouTube YouTube. But most and we love you for that. So give yourselves a round of applause. Now we're going to need to get ready. So your pens, your drinks, anything you need, I'm going to give you the next 5 minutes, all right, to get everything together. So there should be jotters, pens, water, drink, brand new house keys. Technically, you actually do have that as a feature through your YouTube channel, right? Give someone next to you a high five and say, I got that. All right. Take the next 5. And once the clock, and everyone should be seated and ready for day 1. If you're psyched for day 1, let me hear you make some noise. All right, so do what you need to do, and let's come back in 5 minutes, and let's get this show on the road. Thank you, guys.